Alright, so I'm back for the second part of the Q&A, and hopefully we'll get this done and won't have to do a third part. And if we do, hopefully not, but I'm going to try to make this all in one with the questions right here for the second part. So with the first question continuing on here, and it's from my girlfriend, Looking Lady 06. And thank you, love, for your question. And she asks, which is kind of prior to Money in the Bank and a little bit before. And with that being said, in the match for the WWE contract, who do you think will most likely win out of that match? Of course, obviously, John Cena won, since this is taped right after Money in the Bank. So with that, I did have either Chris Jericho winning it, or possibly even like a Kane even winning it as well. I wouldn't have minded that. I didn't really care for the Big Show winning that match, but John Cena winning it, I'm not really going to bitch or complain about that. You know, John Cena has been putting people over, as I said before. He hasn't been in the title picture in a hell of a long time. So the fact that he won it, I don't really have any problems with it. I don't really see a whole title run, a long run, with that being said, out of John Cena once he does cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. So I think it's pretty cool that John Cena has won his first ever Money in the Bank ladder match, and with his first ever Money in the Bank briefcase win. But the next question I got here is from Kyle. What's going on, man? And his first set of questions with the two questions that he does have. And where do you see TNA in 5 years? And as of late, TNA has been doing good. I hope they continue to stay live every Thursday night and at their 8 o'clock time slot right now. And they have been doing good. We've seen just about every episode of Impact, you know, has been good to almost great. So I hope they keep it up and continue to step up their pay-per-view game as well, and hopefully be promoted more and be a well-known company, and be a well-known mainstream company, even though they kind of are now. But I want them to be more out there and do just as good as they're doing right now. So hopefully that answers your question. And if you could go and rebook CM Punk's return after Money in the Bank 2011, what would you have done differently going forward? And I really wouldn't change all that much out of that feud with CM Punk and John Cena and everything, and going into Money in the Bank 2011. And, you know, when CM Punk was supposed to be leaving the company right after Money in the Bank 2011, I probably would just have CM Punk stay out for maybe about a month, and just to actually have that mean more, and it would be making more sense to have CM Punk and to have everyone believe that he's actually gone. Is he going to be coming back, and having the WWE Championship be gone for a while with CM Punk, and then have him return just in time for SummerSlam still. And I don't want him to be out for like, I think it was like the 2 weeks that he was out, so, or even have him return after SummerSlam, and then have his whole big return, and, you know, just continue where things left off there, and then have him have his long title run and everything like that. So I really wouldn't change all that much, but just with him leaving the company and have him leave longer than he should have when he did leave right after Money in the Bank and winning the WWE Championship. Alright, so the next set of questions come from Team Rari, and his first question is, who has been your favorite return from the past? And recently we have seen returns from the past going into the Raw 1000 episode, and that would be the final return blast from the past. And the ones that I have enjoyed were from DDP and Rikishi. We haven't seen Rikishi in a hell of a long time, and just seeing him dance with his sons, with the Usos, that was really cool. I was hoping to maybe see like a 6-man tag out of Rikishi and the Usos. I thought that would have been cool. Maybe have Rikishi manage his sons there and help him get there and be one of the major tag teams in the WWE right now, and help him get noticed more, and help them be used more, and help them become tag team champions. I think that would be really cool. Those two are the returns that we've seen from the blast from the past wise anyway, were one of my favorites. And recently with Rey Mysterio come back, and when he came back, I thought that was really cool. We haven't seen him in a long time now. He's looking to be in a feud with Alberto Del Rio, and getting retribution from Del Rio, attacking Rey Mysterio and taking him out for just about, it seems like what has been, at least to me anyway, what has been seeming to be a year. And so with Rey Mysterio coming back, I think that's really cool. Do you think TNA will ever go back to Monday nights to face off with WWE Raw? And honestly, I really hope this does not fucking happen, and that was just a huge fail by TNA going live on Monday nights, I think. And I thought it was kind of annoying thinking about it now, switching back and forth to Raw and going to TNA and just doing that. I just want to be able to watch Raw and then watch TNA maybe after Raw. I think that would have been a little bit more better to me, or watch TNA before Raw. I don't like the fact just switching back and forth, even though it was fun, but it did get a little annoying, and I did want to see a certain match and then there's something else going on, and it was fucking crazy, and it just made out for one big fail from TNA. So having them going live right now on Thursday nights, I think that's awesome. They should keep it up, like I said before, and I think that's doing a lot more better for them. And having them stay live helps them out more with the spoilers and all that shit. I hated that. I thought that was annoying, so we have less of those now, so that's really cool. And the next question that he does have here, what DVDs would you like to see WWE and TNA make in the future? Honestly, I am going to be doing a video on this probably again, so I'm not really going to answer this right now in the Q&A video, so be on the lookout for that. And I'm sure we're going to be getting a lot more good WWE and TNA DVDs. Maybe we can get some more TNA biographies coming out on certain superstars like AJ Styles, Kazarian, and all those guys, and something that we haven't really seen, so I would love to see more documentaries out of those certain superstars as well, and maybe something like that. I think that would be cool, so be on the lookout for that possible video. If not, then I'll see what I can do about that. And the last question that I do have from Team Murray here, and should the Raw 1000 episode of Raw be a DVD? And we've seen that before, not too many of the Raw celebrations being on DVD, like I think the 10th anniversary or something like that was on DVD. So having the Raw 1000 episode, depending how it's going to be, then yeah, why the hell not? I would like to own that on DVD. If it does become a DVD and a Blu-ray set, I would not be against that whatsoever. Alright, so the next few questions that I do have here are coming from Mr. LFCW WWE fan, and he wants to know if you are a guy or a girl. Sorry, I'm not too sure. I never really heard of you before. But with your questions that you do have here from your set of questions, what are the thoughts of the channel that you do have? And honestly, I haven't really seen your channel yet, but once I do, I will check it out. And if you do make videos and that, then definitely I will be shouting you out again. So I do thank you for that one. How have you got into wrestling is the next question, and I've stated this before, most of you already know. I got into wrestling by my stepdad, and I saw him watching an episode of Monday Night Raw, and I saw The Rock there in the tag team match, and ever since then, that's when my fandom for wrestling began around 2000. I've been watching wrestling for a long time now, and possibly will be watching it until the day I die. So that's how I got things started there, just to make things short and sweet. And the favorite DVD that I have right now, or I guess I assume ever, period, probably one of the Rock DVDs. Any one of those I've enjoyed, so it's really hard to pick my favorite wrestling DVD of all time. There are so many ones. I recently did a top 10 favorite DVD collection video not too long ago, into a response from the Boston Fan 79, so be on the lookout for that. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out on my video section. It is still up there for you guys to check out, so I will probably leave that as a link as well down below. Alright, so the next two questions here come from Email Kitty Cat. What's going on? Thank you so much for sending in your question. And the third question is, who do you think Undertaker should face? I'm assuming possibly at WrestleMania, since The Undertaker comes back only once a year. Hopefully we'll get to see The Undertaker come back. Maybe like a SummerSlam or Survivor Series. That would be really cool. Or even at the Raw 1000 episode, we should see Undertaker at least at those special events too, not just WrestleMania. And The Undertaker, to me, I think he should face someone new that he's never faced before, like a Chris Jericho. A John Cena would be pretty cool. And just someone new like a Darth Ziggler or Cody Rhodes would be interesting, I think, to have as a match for The Undertaker. I definitely don't think, to me, he should face Triple H again. We've seen that enough, even though, don't get me wrong, those series of matches have been fucking fantastic and I love them, and I think he's faced Triple H and Shawn Michaels enough. Those have been some of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time, so I think with their feud with both of those guys, with The Undertaker, have been done, so I don't really want to see those anymore, and those are really good to check out on DVD. That's just my personal opinion, how I feel about that. So that's how I feel who should be facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Who do you think should end Undertaker's streak? Simply put, I don't think The Undertaker should have his streak end. I think it's been such a memorable thing to have and a great thing to have on his resume. So I don't think The Undertaker should have his streak come to an end. It has been so, really, like I said, a memorable thing and something that should not be ending. And I think The Undertaker should retire with this streak, and I think that's something great to have. And it looks like we're going to go into a part 3. Holy fucking crap, I didn't expect that to happen, to have this as it's such a long video, but you guys sent a lot of great questions, and yeah, so part 3 will be the final part here, so thank you guys for that. You guys will be shouted out too as well. Be sure to check out the rest of the shoutouts. And the final part, yes guys, will be coming, so I do apologize for that, which is fine. I'm still on vacation, so I'm here where it all started, right here in my room again, right here in New York. So far it has been a great summer, and you guys sent a lot of great questions, so I had fun so far. So stay tuned for part 3 and the final part. I do promise you guys that, and with that being said, stay tuned for part 3.